What's good, everybody?
What is good?
Welcome back to another episode of Good Influences, your favorite podcast.
Yeah, let's go. Oh my God. We just got told that we need to be quiet and Matt has
They're filming a high production, they're filming a very high production show next door to us with voice actors, and it's a scripted series.
Is it like a radio show?
Like,
are they gonna have like shoes on, like a little like
like a little Foley action? Yeah.
They're filming Suits next door.
They are the Suits reunion podcast. God, can you imagine if we saw the guys from Suits
podcast, here? I would be. I mean, I don't even know. I think I would faint.
I watched episode 1
of Suits.
I did
recently.
Yeah, like a week ago. I was like doing laundry. I just needed like something.
Was it like you fell into it?
You didn't even watch in a respectful manner.
It seemed. Oh, you just gotta be sitting there.
Yes, eyes open.
Fully attentive.
No phone. No popcorn.
Yeah, that's the one you gotta lock the phone away for.
Lights dim, phone in the other room on Do Not Disturb.
We're watching Suits at night.
We should do that thing where you like rent out a movie theater. And it's like $100,
like
and you just watch Suits.
Yeah, all of it.
We can watch just like one season. It's like 4 hours. We'll do an intermission.
The first season's like 6 episodes or something.
Is it? Okay.
Your mic looks so high.
I think that's the only way I'd watch. Maybe if I rent out a movie theater, I could watch like all the Housewives shows.
Ooh.
It'd be a good way for me to like really pay attention.
Or just like had one in your house.
The disrespect to the cinema, to the silver screen is just to put up.
Why do they call it a silver screen? Did it used to be silver?
A silver screen? I've never heard that.
It is.
You never heard of the silver screen?
The silver screen?
That's like
it's coming
movies.
to the silver screen in March.
No, I am in 2023.
Okay. Okay.
The silver screen. No, I don't think I've ever heard that.
Can you look it up?
Why it's called a silver screen?
Yeah, maybe it's a scam.
Let's take a guess. Maybe because silver screen.
Maybe because
the fabric used
is
fabric.
It's
Silver.
like
What fabric?
I think it shines like silver, or it's the color.
Maybe it's the outline of the screen is silver.
Where did the phrase silver screen come from? When English speakers first started attending the pictures in 1910s.
Pictures.
In the 1910s.
Maybe they could use this for some accent work over there.
I'm available. Strike's over. Movie screens were coated with a reflective metallic paint, resulting in a silver surface to better display the images.
The fabric.
So maybe it was not anymore.
Not anymore. Probably. I mean, this is the 1910s.
Like
yeah, lead paint.
I don't know. Nicole Kidman has been bringing back like the whole silver screen thing. She's like dazzling images on a silver screen.
You know, I've never seen that in real life, in the flesh.
What?
The Nicole Kidman opening?
Aaron does not go to the movie.
I know by heart. I applaud when it comes on now.
Oh, everyone does.
Yeah,
it's like a salute. It's the national anthem.
Like I literally saw it all over the internet when it first started becoming popular. I was like, "What's this from? Like, what is this?"
Every movie you go and see.
No, I know now.
Have you ever seen that thing of like Maya Hawke? It was right before that movie. It was at a movie premiere. And like all the girls like do the Nicole Kidman thing, but you could tell Maya Hawke never goes to a movie theater because she had no clue what the bit was. Like she was reading the Nicole Kidman thing wrong, and I was just like,
"Oh, that's funny."
Nepo babies, yeah.
The Lost episode.
Everyone in the comments was like, you could tell she never goes to a theater.
She has a theater at her house.
Oh, for sure.
But
a silver screen at our house.
Yeah.
Have you? Okay, let's get to the main focus and the topic of today's episode.
Okay. Wait, no, I did want to talk about something first.
Oh, what?
Me, Mike, and Carly actually discussed it when we got our water bottles. You just weren't in the car, or actually we were at Mike's house and you were not with us.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a meeting.
We had a whole discussion.
We had to exclude you from
This is not how you frame conversations with me. I get anxiety.
We had a meeting without you.
Can you at least lead on like, this isn't bad, we're not coming after you?
It's not bad.
Why were we at Mike's house?
I had to pick up my purse.
So you're hanging
because
without
me.
I
left my purse at Mike's house because I slept over.
Yes.
Yeah, they had a crazy night. TJ's fine with it.
Yeah. No,
I was not fine with it.
I had to go pick up my purse, and he had like our water bottles or whatever. And so then we were talking about like how often you wash your water bottles, and we were having this whole conversation. And then a couple of days ago, Matt actually sent us a photo of the paper that comes in the water bottle with like the instructions or whatever. And he had been using his water bottle for 3 days, with the paper still inside of it, meaning you did not wash your water bottle when you
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear me
out. Okay, one, it wasn't the Awala water bottle.
Oh, okay. T.
So shout out to Awala. They don't put their receipts inside. Second, I get a lot of bottles sent to the house, okay? Sometimes they're PR bottles that are sent from different brands. Sometimes they're for Patricia. Sometimes they're for me. And sometimes I don't remember whose it was originally. And usually, Patricia, her domain is the kitchen. She's the one who kind of likes to unbox all this stuff.
Classic sexist Matt King, women in the kitchen.
Yes.
Washing all the water bottles.
Do you make her sleep in the kitchen?
I cook. She doesn't cook.
Congrats.
I cook. Well, she also cooks. She more kind of whips things together. I kind of like.
She's always whipping something up.
Yeah, she's like more of a lunch and breakfast kind of gal. I'm like the dinner.
She's always chopping something.
What's your favorite thing to make for dinner?
Gigi Hadid's spicy rigatoni vodka pasta.
I don't think we need a Gigi Hadidify spicy rigatoni.
She brought it back to the mainstream media, like Nicole Kidman did with the silver screen. Gigi Hadid did with rigatoni pasta. But the other night, I made a really mean. Fuck, what was it? I think it was a soup. Oh, it was a lasagna soup.
Oh.
Like
lasagna soup? Okay, Garfield.
And ricotta cheese.
Okay.
Let's go back to what we were originally talking about.
Yeah.
I have a question.
I didn't clean the water.
Why were you using a non-Awala water bottle?
Because I left mine. I left mine at the unfiltered set.
At the gym again.
Well, and it was never to be seen
again.
And
I didn't want to go drive all the way there to get it. I knew I got reunited with it yesterday.
There she is.
So, new beginnings for all of us.
You need an air tag on your Awala bottles.
I should.
I bought the silencer.
Yeah. It's
Thanks,
the best.
Carly inspired. It's just a little rubber gasket here.
And it's one of those things that, like, once you have, you never want to live without.
Is there a WallaCon? Because sign me the fuck up.
I did
for
see
a
TikTok of some girl who was like, girlies get to Nordstrom Rack, and they have a bunch of Awalas there, which are normally discounted.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Nordstrom
Rack. I don't know. I feel like when you end up at Nordstrom Rack,
I love a Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I think at Marshall's is where there's like defective stuff.
But TJ Maxx, even now we're going more south.
I think Marshall's is
below
lower tier TJ Maxx in terms of
the tiers. I think they're owned by the same company.
Dude, Marshall's scares the shit out of me. I feel like people live there. Like there's like I'm like looking at the racks and there's like
a family.
Yeah, there's like someone like cooking like in the middle of the rack. I'm like, hello? They're like
we're having dinner.
Yeah, we're having dinner. Can you get out? I'm just like, sorry.
I bought these shoes at Marshall's.
I wonder if they're real.
Well, I think that what they do is they're called irregular. They say IR on them, and it's like
there's like a little misprint or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like slightly off. But I just I bought custom insoles. Oh. I went to the running store and like you
the one in Studio City.
Yeah.
TJ's
on Ventura.
done that.
Time out. You bought defective shoes for a deal?
They probably like use a different thread to stitch the Reebok or whatever.
Yeah. Or like you have like terrible sciatica pain. Well, it was worth saving the money.
No.
Well, no, these are like they have, I think with like clothing sometimes, like if like the seam is like slightly off, it's like irregular. Shoes, yes, you definitely don't want to skimp on shoes. So what I do is on my Marshall shoes, if I'm wearing them, I just put my custom insoles in, and then I know I'm good.
My Marshall shoes.
Do you tell a person like, can you check the back? Do they have these in the size?
No, Marshall's is usually whatever they have out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I love going there because it's right next to
that shopping center is a nightmare.
It's scary. There was a shooting there once.
The one with the ramen place.
Yeah, that's my favorite place to go, Ginia.
It's
and
go to the one in Toluca Lake.
There's a Ginia in Toluca Lake?
Yeah, it's like
Marshall's?
Toluca Lake Burbank.
I love that Ginia.
It's way better.
The one that I go to?
Yeah,
or
that
the Burbank
Ginia.
one?
The one where the shooting, because the shooting could happen and I still would be finishing my ramen. I'd be like,
I'm telling you, go to the one in like, it's like on, I think it's actually technically Burbank.
Okay.
It's way cuter. And
I could
like
just walk to that one, but the problem is there's always like a 40 minute wait.
Yo, people are listening to this and are like, oh yeah,
yeah, I know.
That's like the most least.
Okay.
Oh, I know where they're talking about.
So let's go back to why you were using that water bottle.
Because you left
Because I left it and it was a water bottle around and I just never bothered to look inside. I thought it was clean and we've been using it for forever. So sue me, but I think I have ink poisoning.
Did you just like gulp in the piece of water or did you just
How did you find out?
Because finally it was daytime and I'm like, I'm gonna go get a refill. La 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 la. And I look down and I go, oh my gosh.
Well, to be fair, that happened to me with the Brita. I don't know if it was at our old apartment. It was something
Probably.
like that. We had like a Brita and same vibe. It was like the pamphlet or the little paper was still in something, and I'd been using it for like a month. And
That's just like, extra filtration at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. My follow-up question is, how often do you wash your water bottles?
Not a lot.
Yeah,
not a lot. But well, the thing is, I'm always getting a new water bottle. I think every like 3 months.
That's so not the point of reusable water bottles. The point is you're supposed to reuse
no, the thing
it.
is, I still own it, but just
He doesn't wash it. He just throws it out.
no. Usually I lose it. Or just my relationship with it ends. It's just like it's a more of a situation
Well, sometimes
shift.
find a better water bottle.
Yeah,
well, because
a wallet feels like a long-term relationship.
Do you really want to be seen with the same water bottle for like years?
Be seen by who?
I don't know. I would take notice
might.
if I had a friend who was like, I was like, yo, you've had that water bottle for like
That's the
4
point.
years. But you don't think like
I bought
like a little nook and cranny, like right down there after years.
That's why you wash it. You throw it in the washing machine.
Are water bottles
I need
a
a
scam?
deep clean. No, I don't
just
know.
make you
I bought the
keep buying.
Awala tablets cleaning too.
Wait,
When I bought
tabs?
when I was like shopping for the silencer, they were like also purchased with, and it was like a 10-pack of cleaning things. You just drop a little tablet in with hot water, let it sit for like 10-15 minutes, and then it
that's
cleans
what
it
I
out.
need. Like dentures.
Yeah, exactly. But you could also just
I
throw
do
this
have
in the
them for my
dishwasher.
retainer.
I have them for my retainer too.
I have that like pod that uses like shakes, and I pop my retainers in there and then put a
like a
little
little washing machine?
I forget what it's-
Ultrasonic.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Oh, that's cool.
It
Little baby
really
one.
cleans
Does
them.
it like? Do you heat? Like, how loud is it?
It's like
Oh, it's working.
I forget what Zima. It's called Zima Dental. I kept getting it on my Instagram For You page, like as an ad.
Zima.
And then I finally just did it because I am the person. Like I would every time I use my retainer, I would like brush it like my teeth with a toothbrush, and I was like, "This is so fucking
Your
annoying."
teeth do look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Like I just know that you've like it's incredible, like what they were like years ago and then what they are now.
Did you know that when I told TJ that I was gonna get Invisalign, he cried because he loved my fucked up teeth so much.
It's really sweet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was
It
like,
is
"No,
really
your teeth are
sweet."
so cute."
Oh.
And then he got like all teary eyed and shed a tear.
Aw.
Did you
Did I
get,
know
like,
you pre-Invisalign?
No.
No.
Okay.
Her teeth were fucked. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
I looked like I was from the UK.
Yeah. No, what's up? It's me, Aaron Guilfoyle. All respect to our UK listeners.
Who just wants to hold demographic.
No, I love you guys.
I go to
but-
this one dentist here, and every time I go, he goes, "You know, we could really fix that for you." And I'm like,
Wait,
"Fix
let me see."
what?"
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What
You know
does he
I'm
want?
kidding.
Wait, what needs to be fixed in your teeth?
He just says you got a little bit of crowding. We could
Yeah.
like round the smile out a little bit, and it's just like,
I love it when a celebrity doesn't have perfect teeth. I get such a rush. Like I'm like, yes.
what?
Wait,
Because I think they're, actresses, they're usually like, they're beautiful in like whatever way they are. But I love when there's like a little bit of imperfection to them that adds.
because they all have the same teeth.
Yeah.
Everyone has the same teeth in Hollywood, even like influencers too. They
I
all
love
have the
Margot
same
Robbie's teeth.
teeth.
Yeah.
She's a good set of
does she have
teeth.
yeah.
You know who I saw the other day?
Who?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, I saw her at.
Oh, I've like, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Matt.
friends with
I've like
her.
met her. Yeah.
I know, but I was just like so proud of
That is
myself
so-
that like I saw her.
I
I
knew who
recognized
she
her.
was.
I'm
And I was the
just
first one
joking.
of the. I know. I was the first one of the group to be like,
Wow, where was she?
Pache.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
always
Pache.
celebrities at
Yeah.
Pache.
Always.
Hillary Duff.
Yep. Saw her on my birthday
Lord.
last year.
Ooh, that's a good
It's
one.
a place to go.
Mhm.
If you're ever in LA, go to Pache.
No,
It's so good.
That one girl from
Sorry,
The Handmaid's Tale.
Elizabeth Moss.
No, the other one, like the bitchy
Sydney
commander. No,
Oh.
the commander's wife, or
Oh.
the one who like remember like the bridge scene. Like she almost like her handmaid is about to throw her jump off the bridge.
I actually.
The one who like the girl with the fucked up eye.
Oh, yeah. You saw her?
Her
Oh, her lady.
lady.
Oh.
I saw her.
Was she wearing her garb?
No, she wasn't.
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Talkspace. You know, sometimes life can get you down, and it would be helpful to talk to a therapist. If you're not sure how to get started, Talkspace makes it easy to find a therapist that you'll like. It's convenient to meet online, at home, where you're most comfortable. Talkspace has made a huge difference in so many lives, and they can help you too. Do you think that seeing a therapist or a psychiatrist would be helpful, but you don't have the time to actually find one and meet with them or afford them? Try Talkspace. By doing everything online, Talkspace has made it easy to get the help you want, and it's accessible and affordable. Why wait? Some people wait until something bad happens before they start talking to a therapist. But don't wait. You can get a therapist through Talkspace. Therapy can help you shift your perspective, find tools to cope in difficult times, and be a guiding light. Getting started is the important part, and Talkspace makes it easy and affordable. With Talkspace, you can sign up online and get a personalized match with a provider that's right for you, typically within 48 hours. There's no need to commute to appointments, miss time at work, or line up childcare in order to attend sessions. It's mental health care made easy. Talkspace lets you send messages to your therapist so you don't have to wait until your next session. And Talkspace is secure and private using the latest end-to-end bank-grade encryption technology to store client information and complying with the latest HIPAA regulations. Talkspace is affordable and a network with most major insurers. As a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/good. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/good to get $80 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's Talkspace.com/good. Now back to the episode.
Okay,
Garb, that's
back
a
to
great
this
word.
Okay.
That's like a New York Times crossword.
Y'all,
word.
we've...
Well,
We're only 45 minutes in, guys. We have plenty of time
How
before we
many
have to get to the
scams can we
topic.
talk about?
I know. This is like a
well,
dual.
I have something I just saw on TikTok that does have to do with like
Scams?
the scam family, I suppose.
Okay.
So I think it came from a Shane Dawson conspiracy video. Like I guess he put one out recently. I haven't seen it, but she got it from that, and so she tried it out. So basically, she went to TJ Maxx because you know that how they sell makeup.
Yes.
And they're not allowed technically to like sell it again if you return it and it's been used. So she
They shouldn't be allowed to sell it in the first place.
well, yeah.
I heard about this.
Yes, so she bought 2 palettes and then she safely, like she put on gloves
Shane
and
Dawson's
everything.
palette.
No, just random palettes she saw at TJ Maxx. She
Yep, I saw it too.
yeah, she put on a glove so it's like sanitary in case anyone else actually bought it, and like messed with some of the colors, and then brought them back. And
Well, she made a little mark on it.
yeah, so
She
she
did,
knew it was
like a little
hers.
symbol.
That's true.
Like
So I
this, it
would've
looked like
had-
the zodiac sign.
Yeah.
I think
The Zodiac
It was
killer.
like an X in a circle. Yes.
Yeah, she just stamped him. And she was like, when you return makeup, they're supposed to look at it to make sure it hasn't been used. And she was like, she barely even opened it. She was like, okay, thanks. Gave her the money back. And then she returned like a day or two later, and it was just on the shelf, like the exact ones. And she even opened it, and you could see the
Yeah,
I
the
think
marking.
like consumables I wouldn't buy at
No.
like one of those discounted.
Like food.
Food if it's packaged.
If it's packaged,
I think it's
yeah.
fine, but you just want to check those expiration dates because
Well,
I think
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what they're doing there. Is
Oh
like
yeah, no, at TJ Maxx, yeah, it looks like it's expiring like in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Like it's like you better get this now.
But like, hurry.
The thing with TJ Maxx is kind of a slay. Is they have like all the perfumes and everything, and
I
they're
know.
always discounted.
My thing is like, why do they go there?
I
think it's either like over if a store gets like way too many shipments. Maybe
Wait, we're
they'll
talking
bring
about
there.
perfumes?
Yeah.
or just
oh,
any.
the perfume world is like
No, but
tons
Here's
of
what I think.
discounted.
I think the scam is paying retail. These are the prices we should be paying.
Sure.
But like, there's the amount of money that these companies are just raking in because we're overpaying for things like shoes and makeup. If like a box gets left at a warehouse, it's cheaper for them to just say, you know what, just sell it for like whatever half price, and they'll still make money on it. And so buying it at TJ Maxx is actually the right thing, but buying it at retail, that's the scam.
Fine, I'm only going to TJ Maxx from now on.
Or like a Marshall's. But
now
like things like, you know, creams.
Like skincare.
Like they have a
yeah.
lot of like face masks for like 25 cents, and it's like from a brand you've never heard of.
Yeah.
That is probably not ideal.
That's what I'm like asking about.
Yeah, things that like are not you wouldn't find them in another store. Like the brand name is just like some random brand name and it's a consumable thing.
Yeah.
I'd probably be careful with that. But if it's like
It's really good for like hair straighteners.
Yeah.
Or like hair tools, I feel like that are packed. Like those are good because they're always discounted.
But like they'll have,
they're
you
gonna
know,
like the same.
belts.
Yeah.
Well, every time I'm at
Socks.
TJ Maxx,
Or, like,
I'm
homewear.
like
yeah.
Adidas socks. Like if you
Candles.
go to the nice Nike store where it's like perfectly whatever,
Yeah.
you're actually just paying the $10 more for a pair of socks because it's in the Nike store. There's people there that are working that are going to help you. It's in the nice area, but like the socks don't cost any more like than they should.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm a big fan of these like discount stores.
Now, have you guys ever seen the movie Ocean's 8?
Of course.
No, I
Do you
haven't
know
seen any
the
movie.
scam that she does in the beginning?
Oh God, I don't remember.
So she goes into just a makeup store, or gets a bag like out of the trash. She goes in the makeup store, puts all the makeup in the bag, goes up to the front and goes, "Hi, I need to return these." And they go, "Sorry, we don't do the returns." And she's like, "Are you serious?" And then she just puts all the makeup in the bag and just walks out.
That's hilarious.
So you just you basically rob the store. But you go in, you act like you put all the stuff in the bag, you act like you've already bought it, and you come back and you want to return it, and they go, "Sorry, we don't do returns." And you go, "Are you serious? This is unbelievable." And you storm out.
Unbelievable.
The confidence.
I mean,
But the thing is, you're going to get caught putting it all in a bag.
Yeah, they're going to catch you on the camera.
Not if you're Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, or I think it's Sandra. It's Sandra Bullock in the beginning.
What was that? Ocean's 11, but with women?
Yes.
Yes. Do you got a problem with that?
Yeah, Matt's never seen it.
I have seen Ocean's 8.
He saw it on Reddit.
Ocean's 8 was the best thing of Ocean's 8 was Cate Blanchett. God damn, I love Cate Blanchett.
I mean, the whole cast was amazing.
Have you seen
Rihanna though?
Well,
wait. The thing is, though, I love Rihanna as a musician and as an icon and a star. In the movie, though, that was it. Little 8-ball girl.
Cate Blanchett is one of the Ocean's 8.
Yes, dude, and
I love her.
Hot and cool and just like,
Matt, you're married.
Dude, Cate Blanchett is like what? Is 57?
I'm kidding.
Okay. Should I not say that?
Ageism.
No, I'm kidding. You can say whatever. You want.
Okay.
As long
She's
as it's
not
appropriate
kidding.
for Patricia. I don't know.
I think Patricia wouldn't mind if I said, "Oh, Cate Blanchett is like." All right.
She divorces you.
Could you imagine?
So, did you know of any scams that happened like at Target that people would try to pull off?
Oh.
A lot of
like,
a lot of gift card scams.
Oh.
Or like
they come in
What
with
would
a
they
fake
do?
gift card, or they're getting scammed having to come into Target to buy fake gift cards with like
it was something
an
like
international.
I didn't know how it really works, but they just warned us a lot. They were like, if someone comes in and tries to buy like multiple gift cards separately, like don't let them do that.
Wait, but what if they're getting them for Christmas gifts?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like a time and place, but it's like usually they're buying them separately with like different cards each time. So it's like they're paying for it with different cards. I don't know. I remember some kid too came in and he bought I can't remember what it was at the time. I think it was like Xbox Store. You know, you can get like cards that have like money for the Xbox Store.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a ton of them, but like kept buying them with different like same card but different purchases. So he had like stolen his mom's credit card and he didn't want her to be alarmed by like a large purchase. So he kept doing like small purchases.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I can't think of any like scams that ever really happened except for like no.
Have you ever fallen for a scam?
I don't think
like,
so.
or you bought something online that you thought was going to show up and it wasn't, or
yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a scam, but it was just like when I was probably during the Vine days, I saw this dress and it was like, now I would think it's so ugly, but it was like this white dress with like polka dots all over, like colored polka dots. And it looked cute, like on the website.
Like a clown outfit?
No. It looked cute. No, it did when it arrived. But when I saw it online, I was like, oh, that's so cute. It looked very, like it fitted really well. I was also in my like housewife era. Like I feel like I was wearing like, like, I don't know, January Jones outfits from
Big
Magna.
red nose, curly red wig.
I love Lucy. Oh, God.
But unicycle.
No, but when it arrived, first of all, it arrived in like 2 months, and I got it, and it was
Jack in the box.
literally, I swear to God, it was like they took the thing from Twister. And made it into a dress. I'm not even kidding. It was like the same material, and the
Like
polka
a
dots were like
plastic?
huge. Yes, I was like, this. I'm a clown. I was dying laughing how bad it was.
I remember when Mackenzie Stith, she recently,
I love her.
for I think it was like a music festival or something. She like bought all of these dresses on like an Instagram ad.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like the same vibe, where like on the models they look so different, and then they come and it's like a pattern. Like printed on the dress as opposed to what the dress actually is on the model.
Oh no!
I always think it's so fun. I can't remember who told us this story. Maybe it was Matt, but it was someone who bought like a couch from Wish.com. And then it arrived, and it was a picture of a couch on a TV or on a T-shirt.
I've seen that happen a few times.
Like,
I've also
oh my
seen people who buy furniture and it arrives and it's
tiny.
this big.
Oh, that
like they're
happened
like,
to me.
what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It wasn't actually that small, but it was
tiny,
very small.
How
not
small?
human size?
Like this big?
It was human size, but like
Like a
not
dog?
what
It
you
was
would
like a
think.
dog couch?
Basically.
Kind of, yeah.
That was a nightmare.
I found a really crazy scam. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just think like you guys already know about this, but the guy who fake sold the Eiffel Tower twice.
He fake sold
the.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
He scammed people. So basically, it was like 1925. This man's like a huge con artist. His name is Victor Ludwig, and so basically at this time the Eiffel Tower was like rusting and it was like an eyesore. Everyone that lived there was like, we don't want it here. Like, get it away. So he created a government name.
Take it back.
Take it back. He created like this whole government background.
Like the Department of something.
Sure, like it was just fake. And he had a secret meeting with all these scrap metal dealers who are like obsessed with scrap metal and like get a lot of money for selling it, whatever. And so he was like, okay, you guys can all bet on the scrap metal for the Eiffel Tower. And so they were all betting, and it was a lot of money. I don't know exactly how much money, but I know one guy had another secret meeting with this con artist and was like, I need this. Like, I'm struggling so much. Like, I'm not getting paid my salary. Like, I need blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no worries. If you give me more money, it's yours. So I think he gave him like a briefcase of cash, and he was like, it's yours. But then he just fled the country. Like, he left the country.
And then the guy ends up going up to the Eiffel Tower being like, I own this.
Well, he thought so, but he fled the country. I guess the guy obviously found out that it was not real. And the con man was like, I can never come back because he's going to tell everyone and I'm going to go to jail. But the guy who won it was so embarrassed, he never told anybody. So the con man came back and did the whole thing again. But I believe got caught before it ever like went through or whatever. But like he had the balls to come back.
Whoa!
I
Yeah.
feel like in
Tinder
those days it was
swindler.
so easy to pull scams.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I'm the mayor.
There's
I'm the
no
mayor.
TikTok.
This is my
There's no researching. There's no background.
No.
Like, there's
Yeah,
nothing.
it's like Catch Me If You Can. Like
Yeah,
how
just
you
like
can
a
like
piece of
fake
paper.
being a pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Before the computers were checking stuff, I feel like it was just so easy.
Yeah. That one I think was like the biggest con man to ever live or something like that.
Selling something that you don't own is kind of sick.
It's crazy.
Like I'm gonna sell this studio. No, we got a full service, full staff, 4 microphones.
Yeah. See ya.
Just write the check.
See
Do
you
you
later.
think, I feel like out of anybody who could be the best con artist, scammer in this room is you.
I could probably pull some scams.
Because you think
could-
he lies a lot.
Well, you're a manager, so you have to like, you gotta be able
You
to.
gotta scam.
But
do
Mike
that.
can improvise like boring jargon exceptionally. Like he can go in and convince people that he is an engineer or he is an architect or a doctor for crying out loud.
I love that.
I agree.
I
I
would
just
just
think you
love
get
to.
caught.
I would love to have a hidden camera show. This would be so good.
Where I scam people.
But you're not really scamming. You're just going in impersonating somebody else until the person catches on. You're not a real person.
Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe I have to be in
Did
a
you go to
room
a
with-
doctor's convention and you just start talking to other doctors?
Or it's like
I don't
I'm
know.
with 2 other people that are actually doctors and I'm not a doctor and they have to guess which one isn't the doctor. And if they don't
Shit.
guess me, then I win.
There's a whole YouTube channel that does stuff like that.
Oh, really?
But it's
there's
like,
like
guess
people
the
on the
gay
wa-
person.
on the
Oh,
white
no.
side.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
people on the white psych or who has the most money or like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like I watched one that was like, who's the fake Taylor Swift
that's what I've
fan? Like,
seen.
who's the gay person?
I can't. Do
It's
you like watching that
Jubilee or
stuff?
something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
those
I
channels.
think I only watch it because Cody Ko
Reacts to
them, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's funny to me.
Well, like
Not the actual videos.
a couple who used to date, like talking about their divorce, and I'm just like, why are you agreeing to talk about this?
Yeah.
Why did we break up? But what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, why are you airing this out for the whole
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, that'd be
internet
fun.
to judge?
You would go and do that?
Yeah.
I want to go back and do those React videos with like the Fine Brothers, like
Kids
the Do
React.
Not Touch challenge. That was one of the best days of my
Do
life.
not touch. Oh,
Remember
yeah.
we did that?
Yeah.
Like me and Zane did it after you guys,
Yeah,
and
it
they
was
brought
like
in
the-
Chick-fil-A. They brought us a duck.
A duck. Yeah. That was.
the llama.
The
Yeah, the
llama.
The Fine
Uh,
Brothers kind of got like exposed though. No, I
What
saw
did they
some
do?
videos of like there was the kids that used to be on it, and they're all like grown up, and they were talking about how. It might not be real, I don't know, but they were like talking about how the Fine Brothers would like make them say certain things and it wasn't their real reactions and they were very demanding and like they were just kids and it was just not a great environment. And they were like, one girl's like now not really doing well. Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know if it's real. It
I
was
didn't
just a
mean to
video
laugh.
I saw.
was just imagining.
Isn't it kind of like sad how like our parents' generation, like the boomers, they're so susceptible to like scams, like online.
Not even scams. They just see an infographic and are like, "This is real."
Yeah.
But scams, you're right. Well, actually, this is so on topic. My grandpa, I don't know if I told the story on here, but he fell for one of the scams where he got a phone call and they were saying he was my half brother, that he was like in another country, and it sounded just like him apparently. And he was like, I'm in big trouble. I need $10,000 wired to this number, and then I can go home. And he completely fell for it.
Your dad did that?
My grandpa.
Wired 10 grand?
I'm pretty sure he like fully went through with it and wired the 10 grand.
Yeah, if anybody ever calls you claiming that you owe money, do not just hang up. And
then even if I did, I don't want to hear about that.
I'm hanging up anyways.
Bye.
You know what I always think is what do you say when you get a phone call and the person goes, "Is this Mike Sheffer?"
You know,
what do you say? What do you say?
For me, I say, "Who's this?"
Yeah, who's calling?
Yeah, that's
who can I say is calling?
I say no.
Well, because if you say yes, they're doing this new scam where they just record your voice. I saw this recently, and they use it for like wire transfers. So then they can call the bank and be like, "This is Mike."
Yeah,
and then they'll be like, "Okay, you give us permission to wire transfer $100,000," and then they play you saying yes.
Yes.
Oh my god! Anytime I answer the phone now, I'm gonna be like,
"Don't send any money anywhere."
The new scam is that they're actually using AI of people's voices to call family members, like a son would get a call.
Get rid of phone calls. Get rid of phone calls.
It sounds like it's his mom's voice, and like the mom is saying, "I've been kidnapped. I need help. You have to wire this money."
I would just be like, "No, you're not."
But it's
like,
it's from a different phone number, and it sounds like a relative of yours' voice.
We need to.
Like my family. We should kidnapping them.
Yeah, like
we should have like a non-written down, just like mental password where you always ask them like, "Well, what's our little secret word?"
Could you just send them a text and be like, "Did you just call me?"
Well, the way that they do it, they're really good at social engineering, where they'll like make you think that it needs to happen instantly. They're about to take them away to another country or whatever. These guys are like very good at doing it. And
I'd be like, "Okay, take them."
No, I feel like I would fully not fall for it, but then like, what if it was real? But I'd be like, well, I thought it was a scam.
Yeah, I thought I was doing the right thing.
But so if anyone ever calls you, like previous to this, you would get a call like, "Hey, you owe money to the IRS," and usually you can tell like the accent or just like the way that they're phrasing it is a scam. But even if like sometimes your bank will call you and it's like, "Hey, this is Chase Bank. We just wanted to let you know that you're overdrawn. We need you to verify a deposit." Hang up. The bank, like if anybody ever calls you saying you owe money, just hang up and then go on Google and find the actual number and call them and say, "Hey, I got this phone call. Is this real?"
Right.
That's like the #1 way people get scammed is they answer the phone and then it's just like a complete scammer.
I just can't believe how people fall for scams when they get texted a link. I'm just like, you're
clicking
I got
one
email phishing.
I almost got like scammed recently because I got a text saying, "Hey, this is DHL, like, delivery service.
Oh, I just saw this one.
This one, like saying your address wasn't updated or something. We think there might be an error, so you need to go in and update it." And I was like, "Ooh, okay." And then like I went in and they were like, "Actually, it's your credit card and something." And I was like, the whole site looked legit. And I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, that makes sense." And then I realized, gulp, like right after I did it, I go,
"You put in your credit card?"
Yeah. And then
Matt.
Buddy, I got rid of all of it. Like it's all good.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
What did you order?
Why didn't you tell me?
What do you mean? I switched the card.
Well, the trick is like you always look at who it's coming from. Like look at the email and a lot of the
this is a text.
Well, yeah, but like you can still see the contact information.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the email is always like
everything's fine.
Okay.
Like
everything is fine.
I saw one on I was looking up like scams and it was the same thing. It was like DHgate and then like the link that you click, it's like DHgate scam.
ZBY, yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
What's crazy
DHL.
is Instagram. I don't know if their headquarters is still here, but their headquarters is on like, what was it? It was like something about
Hackers Way
or whatever.
Hackers Way. And when I got a thing it was like years ago, I was like, this email says from Hackers Way.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
No way. And I looked it up and they really were on that road. And it really was from Instagram.
Oh.
But I was like, this is so obvious.
Like sometimes like you'll get something from facebookmail.com. That's real. Like that's an email address. But yeah, you just basically got to be
Well, they have email phishing now. I'll get like random emails and it's like, they're very funny because it's just like, okay, this is obviously fake.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a graphic of an actual website. Like I'll get ones from like Home Depot and it's like, you won $100. It's like, first of all, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
And second of all, like this couldn't look more fake. Also, a lot of ones that start with like, hi dear. Those are always just like scams.
I don't understand how these scammers don't just take a grammar and English class before they do their scams. Like it is the most dead giveaway of all time. If you get an email or a phone call or something and they just...
Yeah, like I think they are just like, it works so well, so like what matters?
Yeah,
like
why invest?
It's got to be working.
I gotta help these guys make their business better.
Get a lot of people that
There's a lot of Facebook Marketplace scammers too. Where people will be like, "Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Where do you live?" And you're like, "In the West Hollywood area."
Venmo, they can fuck with you though.
Yeah, they go, "Ooh, you know what? Can you deliver it to me?" Like they start like making the conversation seem real, and then it always swerves to like.
Yeah, I'm subbed on subreddit to "Is it a scam?" And it's crazy how many people are like, is this a scam? I'm like, obvious. Like, I don't know. To me, they're so obvious.
Yeah.
Especially emails when you like you said, like, click who it's from. It'll say, like, Home Depot. But if you click who it's from, or like FedEx. If you click who it's from, it's like
FXG7375892 at
hotmail.com. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, clearly this isn't from. So if that ever happens to you, actually click it.
And also, like,
from.
a lot of times, a lot of people will look for a job on like Craigslist or something, or they're just trying to find a job, and there's a scam where like the job will say, hey, we're gonna send you a check and to like buy the supplies that you need for your job, but we're gonna send you 10 grand, but we're only really gonna give you 5, so we're gonna send you this check for 10, wire us back the 5, and then you can keep the 5 grand to buy the supplies that you want, and then they'll send you a check that you'll deposit, or they'll make a wire that they deposit. You send them the 5 grand, and then they cancel their original 10 grand order.
Or they like never had it.
Yeah, or it was never real, and then you give them $5,000. This happens. It's a very popular scam.
See, that would ring alarm bells. Be like, why are you sending me this if I have to send it back?
The way
should you just wait for that check to hit and then be like,
no, but
what?
the way that but they're very. A lot of people don't know how long checks take to clear, and like the way that they put the pressure on you is like, if you're looking for a job, you're most likely in desperate need, and if you're in the situation where like you want this to be true, you're going to believe that it is true. So a lot of people's guards are down when they're like in these positions, and they exploit them.
Do you know the whole short change scam that happens with cashiers a lot?
Oh, that was another one we were warned about. Yes.
So I saw this in the movie Paper Moon. Mike, do you know what the short change scam is?
I don't. Please
with
remind
cashiers.
me.
It's like confusing that.
It's
basically
very confusing. So you go up and you buy, I don't know, like $5 worth of something. And while you're giving them the money, you ask for change of another $10 bill that you have. And then they go, and then as you're talking to them, you got to get them like talking also about like, so where do you live, or how many kids you have? And then a person's like, well, I have 3 kids. And they go, oh, really? How old are they? And they're like, well, one's 8. 1, 7, and then you're like, oh, by the way, no, I need 5 of those ones, and they go, oh, okay, sure, and they you really just confuse them up, and you walk away with a profit.
Yeah,
it's like Darren Brown. You ever see Darren Brown, the British guy? He was a magician, or is a magician, and he's like a mentalist.
Magicians are scammers.
And he would do this thing where, I mean, I believed it's real, but like he would go to like a shop somewhere and buy a bunch of groceries, and then just have slips of paper that were blank. And he'd be like, hey, this is okay, right? Yep, this is good. And he's like putting down blank pieces of paper and then giving it to the person. And they're like, yep, this is perfect. That's the right amount. And he goes, yeah, that's $32.60, right? And he just has white blank strips of paper that he pays them with. They take it. He takes the thing. And then you'll see like 5 minutes later, they're like, what just happened? What?
Yeah. Wait, what?
And he uses like mentalism, and it's like social engineering where you just...
So they think he's giving them cash?
Yes,
but
and they
just
take it.
Blank paper.
Yes. He does stuff like this all the time, and it's like social engineering.
How is he not in jail?
No, it's like a hidden camera thing. Like then they like come back and they're like,
it's like David Blaine shit.
I mean, he could scam people with it, but I think he shows the trick to people.
Yeah, no.
But the way,
that's what he said,
there is, it's called NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and it's a way of speaking to people that you sort of use like trigger words and convince them to think of things that are.
So you can like learn to be manipulative.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god, I'm so gonna learn.
Yeah, NLP.
Watch out, Nolan.
But it's
NLP for dummies.
There is a book of that.
Oh wow.
No, there
Yes, there
isn't.
is 100%. Because it's a
Really?
form of it's a sect of psychology to think about how to use words to manipulate people. But scammers are just really good at this. Like,
I'm looking at my notes about a scam.
It just looks bad. Never mind.
I know it looks bad on
Okay,
camera.
coming from you.
I was just seeing if I got a credit card scam.
there was a
Yeah, but I'm opening my thing.
sorry.
this
I think you were
exact scam
texting.
happened to my parents. My parents
You
were
answer phone calls, all right?
When have I answered a phone call in the middle of an episode? Huh?
A couple times.
Oh, sorry, guys. You know what? I take it all back.
It's probably been cut out.
one time my parents were renting a house and they got an email from someone that was like, hey, before you rent the house, I'm going to send you a check to go and purchase furniture for the house. It's like a post office certified check. It's for $10,000 or some huge amount. Go to the post office and you can cash a check anytime. There's an account waiting for you with all the furniture that you need to buy at this furniture store. So just go and pay for it, and then you can cash the check, and you know, you can keep whatever's left. And my dad, like, before he went, and they were adamant about the order of operations, like, go to the store, place the order for all the furniture, and then you can go and cash a check, and whatever's left is yours. It should be like an extra 33,000 whatever. But my dad went to the post office, which is where they said the check is from, which is also weird. And immediately the post office was like, yeah, this is a scam. Like, this is not real. This check is fake. And the scam would have been, they pressure you, you go to the store and you buy all this furniture that's under a different account. It gets shipped to a different person. Then they own that furniture. They sell it to someone else. And you just basically go, and then when you deposit the check, they would say, yeah, this is a scam. And now you've just gone and paid the money to the furniture. And it's like impossible to trace.
Didn't this happen with David with like a big figurine, like statue thing?
I know
David Dobrik?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
It
gotten,
was like his pool, right?
he's gotten
No.
scammed many
A
times.
No, it was like a giant. I remember he was like talking about his podcast when they were doing their podcast.
Oh,
and
wait,
they like
the giant figurine, but some other dude.
got
They ended
it.
up finding
and, like, Jason
it.
and Taylor went to go like confront the man or something, and he was just
Yeah.
like bizarre and freaky. I don't know. I don't remember the whole story, but it
Crazy.
sounds vaguely similar.
Yeah, there's I mean, just scams in general are like getting better. I think the AI thing is really scary. Like, I can
Yeah.
imagine if someone called up my mom
my
and it was
God,
like,
yeah.
hey, it's Mike. I'm in a really tough situation right now. Like, I need you to wire $10,000. My mom would do it because it's my voice. And like,
Totally.
And she's older. So she's
Yeah,
like,
and-
of course it is.
My-
true.
yeah.
you got to just like always don't like take a beat, text or call the person that they think they're claiming to be. This is happening a lot. And what you said is what like scam and like anti-scam people are saying is, with your family, you should go into a room, like leave all your phones in the other room, and like not even say it out loud, but just write down a phrase on a piece of paper that you all will say if there's ever an actual emergency. And like, if you don't hear that phrase, you can even say, hey, what's our family passphrase? And the AI won't know that, so then
Yeah.
you can avoid getting scammed.
I feel like I would
What
make it
would
a
yours
sound.
be? Oh.
Like it would be just like skr-derp-a-derp. So it's like even
Middle of
like
emergency.
even someone
Skr-derp-a-derp.
transcribing it would be like, huh? Like it has to be just like
Did you ever see the documentary Citizen 4 about
yes.
Edward Snowden?
Yes,
No.
I did.
That's a good like primer about how like pervasive things are. Like when they're talking about stuff, they will write it on a piece of paper, slide it over, rip the piece of paper up, write the answer back down, and that's how like these people who are trying to
Do
understand.
you like Edwards or
Oh yeah, American Hero.
yeah. I always like love the idea of Edward Snowden stuff, and then I start watching it and I'm like
No, Citizen 4 is really well done.
it is, but
I think it's for free
just
right
like,
now.
Why are we being so I know.
You know what feels like a scam, but it's not? Is
Ooh.
when Amazon calls you, like the delivery person actually calls you. It's happened to me a couple times. The first time it was when I lived in my old apartment. Nolan and I were in Vegas and we were on our way back, and I got a phone call and it was like, hey, it's your Amazon driver. And I was expecting a delivery. And they're like, your call thing isn't working, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, like you can just leave it right outside if you want. Like, I feel like it was something it wasn't a big deal. And then after I hung up, no one's listening to me.
I am.
I
I'm listening.
am.
Yeah, after you hung up.
Okay.
Yeah,
after
what's
I-
up?
Well, okay, after I hung up,
Yeah, hello? No, I can talk. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
I was just like, after I hung up, I like told Nolan, he was like, oh my God, he's like, we should tell the neighbors just in case something happens, because it sounds like someone is like scamming you and like trying to get into the apartment. What?
Matt's phone is
Matt's
blowing
phone is
up
blowing up
over
right
here.
now. Ever heard of Do Not Disturb, bud?
Sorry, I'm blowing up on
But the
The
Letterboxd.
audacity.
On Letterboxd?
You know what? I've been getting followers on
literally-
Letterboxd, and it feels good.
It's the
I don't know
best.
how. I
And
think it's because I followed you, and then people.
Yeah, it's a safe space.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's like Goodreads too.
Continue.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh, I was like, and it's happened to me like more recently, and I'll look out and I'm like, they're actually outside.
But what would the
It's
scam be that you're just going to give your gate
I
code
don't-
to a
I
random
just
person?
think it's
I don't
weird.
know.
Amazon's calling me.
Yeah,
I thought
I've
y'all
never
got your
gotten a
shit.
call.
I thought
Yeah.
y'all got your shit figured out.
But
Well, it's
you
not-
know, I think there's sometimes they deliver things from the Amazon trucks, but then there's also like the third party Amazon
On track.
Yeah.
Well, no,
No.
like it's like in their car, and they'll just like deliver.
Oh, yeah,
they
that's
have the
weird.
Amazon vests on and everything. Like they're definitely delivery people.
It
but-
feels like a scam when they're like, it'll arrive between 2 and 4 a.m. tonight.
Oh, I get that all the time.
Who's making these deliveries?
Those people.
I don't know.
And you get it in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That literally happened this
I
morning.
never select that option because I just feel like whoever's working that shift.
No, they're
It's
working
4
overnight.
a.m.
Yeah, it says
Yeah, it's
like,
like, get it by
either
4
get it by
a.m.
4 a.m. or like the next day.
I
And I'm
wouldn't
just like,
mind that.
let's.
I did that once on accident, and I was so pissed because I sleep with do not disturb, and I live in a condo, so I have to like buzz someone in, and I needed it
What's
that
your
day.
gate code, by the way? And address?
3325.
4, 5, 6, 7.
No, Carly carries a gun, so no one could rob her.
Yeah, I have 7.
She does 2 of them actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're saying 2.
Do you know? Oh, go-
sorry.
No, you share.
These ones are just like funny to me now. The like Instagram DM scams. Like people are trying. They will have usernames that's like
Hi, it's
Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift.
Like this one I saw the other day. It
yeah.
says, "Hi, this is Taylor Swift. Travis and I are in a hotel and have lost our bank cards. Could you pay for our stay and I will pay you back tomorrow with prayer hands? This is an urgent matter. Thank you, Swiftie. You will be invited to my next secret session."
That's really good. They're like up to date on who she's
Like it's
dating.
just spelt like a little bit different than Taylor
This is
Swift.
like some person though, like in Nigeria, and they're just like sitting around a computer. They're like, we figured it out. Like they're showing their friends, and they're like, dude, that is gonna get them.
That's
He's like,
so funny.
This
Like,
one?
clearly in real life, like
Yeah.
they
Thank
get
you,
it taken
Swiftie.
care of. Like they have team.
Taylor Swift is just DMing you.
It was a big one on Facebook too. Like, oh, Beyonce
No,
DM'd me.
I have it right here.
Oh.
It's hey, this is Kelly from Destiny's Child. I lost my credit card and I need money for a plane ticket spelled PLAIN so I can fly to your city to perform. Can you send me some money? I'll bring Beyonce. And then the next line, hello, this is Beyonce.
They're just so stupid.
No, but it's like those ones are just so funny.
I don't understand why they don't spell check this. Like,
I know.
wouldn't their success rate be so much higher?
I think the misspelling makes it seem like it's really real because like they're like, oh,
Kelly Rowland must be dumb.
yeah.
I think it's obvious.
She's stressed
Yeah.
out.
But to some people also like
to me, it seems like it's like not always, but someone who speaks a different language puts it through like a translator, and it like doesn't translate completely correctly.
Oh, that might be right.
Good point.
especially because the way that things are, it's so Travis and I are at a hotel.
Yeah, it's like
I
okay.
love when I discover a scam dating profile.
Oh, I think
Those are-
catfishing is like the biggest scam.
No, I'm not talking about catfishing. I'm talking about a straight up, like, this is not the same person. And they're like doing some sort of scam with it. Like they're going to try and get money from you, or they're going to try
Isn't
and
that like catfishing? Most
It-
people don't use. They like use.
I guess
It's catfishing with an agenda.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
like,
like
sometimes
there's
I think
different tiers of
People
catfish.
catfish
Yeah.
for pleasure.
the
Like,
show was like, yeah, straight up scams. When I think of catfish, I'm like, oh, you're not 6'1", and these photos are from 2012.
Yeah.
Like,
They'll like use other people's
right,
photos.
Yeah.
just a complete different, yeah.
Or it'll be like their best friend saying that they're a guy that is, and then
But
it
I think
becomes their
it's
best
gotten like so intense now where they like develop relationships with people that they're like, I need you to send me like $100.
Oh, they
Didn't
do
we
that a lot
watch
on
Catfish
Catfish.
Yeah.
together?
Yeah, I showed you an episode, and it was like a lot of the times they're sending these people money.
Did we watch it together?
Yeah, I showed you an episode
Where were we?
at your house. We were doing something with the podcast.
It was the night Carly slept over.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
I don't know if Matthew knows, but we take turns every other night.
yeah. You're missing out, bud.
Ever since he got the cat, I've been there every night.
You'll
But...
sleep together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Whoa.
throuple situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little
Could
new
we
age.
have a good slumber party night? Or is that like
yeah,
really
if you'll have sex
inappropriate?
with all of us.
No, but, like we can bring a pop-up tent. We could like watch a movie, like Good Influences.
Like good influences.
Watch a movie?
Like yeah,
Oh, as a group?
yeah. Like
I
us,
thought you
us,
watched Good
us four have
Influences.
like a slumber party.
And
Yeah.
just like
My
watch our
nightmare.
own episodes?
No, we could like watch a movie, but like we could live stream us watching
Only
a movie.
if Carly and I get to pick the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And
Go on our
I
way.
get a box fan, my own room, an edible, my sleep mask,
No, well, you
and
can
no alarm in the morning.
you can go on Matt's Letterboxd and pick a movie that we've already seen. There's
Okay.
like 1,000 movies on there.
Yeah,
On
let me
my
get one.
Letterboxd, I'd rather watch a movie we haven't seen.
I'll
or-
pick his like lowest rated.
Oh gosh.
We watched the one with or not Tim Tebow. What's the one with the old ladies? The football one?
80 for Brady.
Yeah, 80 for Brady.
Have you seen that?
I'd watch it. I love Jane Fonda. I love Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin.
You're not a real cinephile. If you haven't seen 80 for Brady.
Have you been to the silver screen? I don't think so.
Groundbreaking cinema, actually.
I have an interesting one. I have some from Reddit that like have happened to them.
Okay.
Okay.
If we want to like talk about that. Okay. I had a friend who went to Turkey by himself. A Turkish man approached him and struck up. Thanksgiving is coming up.
Thanksgiving episode is next week. Why are you talking about turkey?
Are we going to get canceled for that?
No.
T-Spill, I know you're going to clip this. Hey, guys.
What's T-Spill?
It's just like a TikTok account.
I love YouTube T-Spill. Oh, on TikTok? Yeah. She follows me. We're friends.
Oh, say. Then she won't post this probably if you're friends. Okay, anyways. A Turkish man approached me and struck up a friendly conversation. After chatting for a while, the Turkish man offered to walk around the city with me, see the sights, etc. My friend agreed. They go to see everything. Eventually, his new Turkish friend tells him about this awesome bar he knows, and my friend should definitely go there because it's more of Western style. Being alone in a random foreign country with the very particular rules about alcohol, my friend was happy to have some guidance on where to go and what to do. So my friend shows up at the bar that night, and his Turkish friend is there. The Turkish guy buys him a round for him and for 2 girls at the bar he knows. They're all having a good time, etc. My friend gets the next round of drinks and back and forth for the night. As they're leaving, the check comes. It's about $500 per drink. He's bought 3 rounds.
Per drink?
Per drink. He definitely doesn't have the money. His new Turkish friend is no longer his friend.
Sorry, what were they drinking?
I think it's like a scam bar.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've heard about these types of situations. Like I've been
like
warned
very
about
expensive alcohol. Like don't buy alcohol for anybody you don't know, basically, because it could be like a huge scam. Basically, the Turkish guy left. Some burly bouncer showed up, stick him in a car, drive him to an ATM, and make him withdraw as much as possible, and then leave him there.
Yeah.
That is so fucking scary.
That also happens, like, I mean, this is whatever, but like buying drugs in like New York City. I know people that think that they're like gonna buy drugs, and it's just a complete scam where same exact thing will happen.
Yeah. It's like the purse
We know
thing.
someone that this happened to.
You also got scammed one time.
We've talked about this many times.
Oh, okay.
With the
but
girl.
it's like the same thing. They're like, oh, you need some drugs, and they're like $20.
Yes,
and then they're
exactly.
like, let me go get it, and then they never come back.
People like young kids will be like drunk. It's 2 a.m. and someone will see, hey, you guys want to buy something? And the kids will be like, yes, sure. And then they'll be like, all right, come with us. They walk them in, and they're like, all right, we're gonna go pick it up. They put them in a van, drive them to an ATM, hold them at gunpoint, and just say like, take out whatever the maximum 2,000, and then yeah, they don't get anything, and they just get scammed. So like never, I mean, this is a pretty obvious thing, but like if someone is approaching you to buy drugs, even if you're drunk and it seems like you're in a normal part of town, don't do that.
Yeah, especially like now in general, like don't buy drugs from people you don't know. If you're gonna buy drugs.
Yeah.
Which you shouldn't do anyway.
Why?
Why not?
Let people have fun.
Yeah.
Buy drugs.
We are
fentanyl, but now
influencers, guys.
Dealers though will get in trouble if they sell fentanyl. So
get in trouble with who?
That you sold
the FDA?
Yeah. You can like if you deal someone someone fentanyl and they die and you're proven to be the dealer, you can face jail time.
Well, yes.
So that's why a lot of dealers now are like making sure that they're not selling it because otherwise they're going to go to jail.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to cocaine dealers. I've just heard this.
Yeah.
When I was just in the Bahamas, and so many people would approach me like, hey, you need any party supplies?
Oh, yeah.
In the Bahamas. And I was
Party
like, yeah, I'll take some streamers, balloons. Like we were literally in the hotel lobby, and I walked in from outside. I mean, it happened a lot. We were with Morgan also, so I feel like they were kind of profiling him.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
Yeah, they were just like, hey, you need some supplies. And then like I walked into our hotel lobby and was like, do you need any party supplies for tonight?
Yeah, never buy things from people like that.
This is actually really scary.
Whoa.
I just
oh my gosh.
that.
Aaron, what did you do?
I'm a bitch.
He's shutting our production down.
Yeah.
We forgot to pay the bills.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron,
It turns into pillow talk. We're like, whoa.
Oh.
Is that the one?
Yeah. Oh, it's back. It's back.
It's back.
Uh,
I forgot all
gotta
about
wash my hands before lunch.
That won't like leave my browser, by the way. Like if I pull up the internet,
It's
because
just
you
there.
texted it to me.
I won't leave it.
But
your OnlyFans.
Look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had
It's
Anyway.
Our Erin's hairstylist, I don't know if she told you about this story, but I don't know how she knows this girl. It's either like someone she does hair for's friend or sister or something. But she went to Mexico, and you know how you can buy like Xanax or whatever in Mexico, like just at the pharmacy. She did that.
Like, don't buy drugs.
Well, no, this is at a pharmacy. It's it's packaged.
Right, but she died. There was fentanyl in it.
That I have heard that even in the pharmacies now in Mexico, they're putting it into like the Xanax and stuff.
Yeah, she said the cartel has completely taken over the pharmacies.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're more
Adderall
like
and all that stuff from Mexico is you can't use it anymore.
Just so
I know a girl whose friend died from that too.
Yeah.
How complicated is the test for fentanyl? Is it just like a strip? But do you have to do a strip per pill, or is it like?
I don't know. And you have to like
comment down below. How do we?
And like, what do the strips do?
I think it's like a COVID test. I don't know. Just
but I don't think
it's like
you can't
test a
wet.
pill.
It's like I think it's a strip. It's like almost like a drug test.
Yeah.
And it detects if there's fentanyl in it.
Yeah,
but I think it tests like powder. I don't think you can test a pill.
Oh, yeah, like a
you'd have to mash the pill up and then make it into a powder.
Then you ruin the batch.
Not unless you're snorting it.
Yeah.
Snorting it?
Yeah.
You could snort drugs?
Like Xanax.
Snorting Xanax? Oh,
what's the point?
Man, you're just calm right away.
What are they snorting in movies when they're doing like cocaine?
Oh,
it can't be pleasant.
No, it's probably just some fake like powder.
Pixie stick.
Actually, I don't even think.
I think they like
I bet
blow
it's a fake
out of your
straw.
nose.
I bet it's a fake like little vacuum straw.
Oh, and there's like a catch in the straw, maybe.
That's definitely probably what it is.
It's like so obvious.
Just doing lines nonstop.
Yeah.
I have another. Sorry, I don't know if we were talking about something.
I'm looking to see how they do it.
I saw. Have you ever seen Cruel Intentions?
Ew.
You've never seen it?
They used powdered milk and baking soda back in the 70s and 80s. Like for cocaine.
Fake cocaine or for movies?
For movies.
Yeah.
Well, I bet that's easier on your nose than like
baby powder?
Powdered milk.
Oh, that's probably not bad for you.
That's probably not that bad.
Calcium.
Yeah.
It says now when you see an actor snorting something at their nose, it's a powder called inositol, which is also used as a cutting agent for actual cocaine.
Oh, geez.
They should make vitamins snortable, and I feel like more people would do them. Like if they made like a nice like a nice multivitamin, and you're just like,
vitamin shouldn't be going into your like brain immediately
with the $100 bill every morning. Oh no, it says Inositol is a vitamin B powder that gives you a slight energy lift.
See, this is like, it could be like a new drug rehab type of thing where like in rehab, if you want to get people
vitamin B
to start taking vitamins, you can put vitamins. It's just like behavioral.
Yeah. No, good point. Like also like injecting like things. Like I could imagine being like a heroin addict, being like the idea of giving myself a shot all the time. Like when I have to do Humira, it's like I'm freaking out. But I can't imagine just being like
different though.
Yeah,
like, gotta get that fix, that good shit. You know,
in Breaking Bad, the blue meth that they make in real life, it's just cotton candy, like hard candy, like rock candy.
Right.
Yeah, I just didn't know that. I just found that out. We're rewatching it, so I've been like looking stuff up.
I kind of started rewatching Breaking Bad and Weeds. Comfort shows. I love Weeds.
Nolan cried at the end of Weeds.
Yeah, Weeds is so good.
You got to the end of Weeds?
I mean, I've already watched it, but Nolan watched it during like quarantine.
I thought it fell off pretty hard.
I think I didn't finish it either.
Well, the show gets a little windy.
No, you did because you rewatched it with me because I had never seen it.
Huh?
When we moved to LA,
Weeds?
You rewatched it with me.
I just love how I love how like mid 2000s it is. Like, oh, it's Psychic 2.
That's what you loved about
like,
it too.
Oh, they're instant messaging. Like it's so and weed is still illegal.
Yeah, it's like very illegal.
So that's why you should just watch Suits.
Yes, you get all of that plus Harvey
You're
Specter.
Describing everything that Suits is.
All right, I'll watch Suits.
Season 1's a little slow.
What year is it when Suits starts?
Like 2009, 2010.
Interesting.
Like Obama's president. It's like cool.
Hello, this is Beyonce. Do you know a Real Housewife?
Is
ran a whole telemarketing scam?
Telemarketing scam.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really good HBO doc on telemarketers.
She basically was like the head of this telemarketing scam from 2012 until 2021 when they caught her. and she's now serving 6.5 years in prison. She had to pay $6.7 million in restitution, and then $6.5 million she had to forfeit.
Was she?
Is she doing a show in jail?
When she went to jail, and as people do in jail, you gotta like come up with your own stuff, and so she was like writing a Real Housewives play that the inmates could act out.
I love drama therapy. That's great.
Also, another interesting fact about her, well, this whole situation is that Elizabeth Holmes got assigned to Jen Shah's prison, and now they are friends in jail. Another scam artist.
Both celebs.
Wow.
I heard one of my friends who is a doctor believes that there's a possibility that Theranos actually really worked. Oh. And she did something incredible that was going to basically bankrupt so much of the healthcare company because of how cheap and simple this thing was, that they all got together and were like, fuck this girl. She's a scammer. We cannot let this thing reach critical mass because our entire industry is going to collapse, because the entire blood, whatever, like diagnosis, all that stuff. And this thing that she made, like, if it works, would be revolutionary. And so they had to.
Did you see the documentary?
I did. But who do you think paid for that? Not her.
No, the technology, it didn't work. There's like, there were multiple whistleblowers who were in the lab working on the device, and it didn't work.
Maybe
there was too much money on the line for a product like that to not, what's the words I'm looking for? I agree with, I wish what you were saying is true, but genuinely the product didn't work.
I think they're gonna concoct something real shifty for when they get out of the prison together. Jen Shah and Lizzie Holmes teaming up.
You think Jen Shah's gonna like keep going?
Probably.
The thing with that too is like, I feel like we've talked about this before, but she was caught while they were filming Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like she became a housewife knowing she was doing this. Like,
was
this
it
is
the
like
telemarketing? Was it the telemarketing scam where
you call old people?
You called old people. You say we're the Fraternal Order of Police. You're basically asking for money for disabled veterans, disabled police officers, line of duty.
No.
What?
Her scam was like they were calling old people to be like, here are things that we can help you with. Like, oh, you want to get better at sewing? Like, we take this course, like stuff like that.
And they would take money?
Them, like millions and millions of dollars she took from these people. It's really, really sad. I couldn't imagine doing that. And then they seized like a ton. Because on the show, she's just like this multi-millionaire living in like a chalet.
And it's like, what do you do?
Yeah. And no one ever knew what she did. She had like 10 assistants and then like literally Homeland Security on an episode.
What's this girl's name?
Jennifer Shah.
What, is this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
No, Salt Lake City.
Oh.
Was she Mormon?
Yes.
Oh.
She was Mormon and scamming?
Was she Mormon still?
I think so.
Did I ever talk about the
I thought she was
painting thing I did in college? That scam that I did?
No.
Where I was like basically just like indentured servant to this company for like my freshman year of college.
Oh, yes. You had to like go house to house.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know if I
told the story
on this podcast. Okay.
You can like tell it if you.
Basically, I was like very thinking in my mind, I'm going to be a business person. I'm entrepreneurial, whatever. And this guy came and like gave a talk in one of my business classes saying like, if you want to make money, we have a business that you can start. Very pyramid schemey, but it wasn't a pyramid scheme. And he made it clear. He's like, you will get scammed in your life. This is not a scam. Like this is, you're going to work and you're going to get paid.
Yeah.
And there's like an infrastructure. And the thing is, you basically, they teach you how to be a painter for outsides of houses, like to paint the outdoor of a house. You have to go to all these trainings. It costs money to sign up, which is always first sign of a scam. If you are going to be making money, you do not owe any money. Like
this goes for MLMs too.
Yes.
So many people will fall for MLMs.
I have it on here as
just like
scam
if
MLM.
you need to pay to get a job, that is a scam.
Yeah.
At 100% of the time, there is no job that requires you to give money to
but
someone.
there's a lot of opportunities to like level up.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Hashtag level up.
And then if you get 3 friends and then they get 3 friends, then you can start making more money without doing anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, this is a scam. But basically what they did was they overwork you. So you give them your class schedule and then they see what your free time is. And then they force you to work during that free time. They basically just like over dominate your life for like the entire semester. Like my freshman year of college, I'm just like working all the time, learning, going to paint stores, like taking their classes, writing up contracts, whatever. And then on the weekends, they would make you go house to house.
Oh yeah.
At 8 in the morning. And I told them I'm Jewish, so I couldn't work on Saturday, but they wanted you to do Saturday and Sunday mornings. Sunday morning, 8 a.m., knock on doors and try and sell painting services to people in your community. And I was like, I called the guy, I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, dude, this is like a sleepy small town in New Jersey. No one is going to answer the door at 8 a.m. and no one is certainly buying. He says, you get out of your car, put one foot in front of the other and go knock on a door. Otherwise, I'm going to have to write you up. And I was like, okay. I knock on the door. This poor woman comes in her robe. Hello. I'm like, hey, here. And I was just like, I'm so sorry. I got to go. And then I didn't even try. I waited till 10 a.m. and I was like, okay, it's reasonable.
Yeah.
And then I ended up like over the course of the semester, every Sunday I ended up selling like the most amount of jobs in the entire program. And then I was like, okay, I just made like 50 grand freshman year. Like, this is going to be fucking sick. And then I asked them for the contracts to get it started. And basically what you're going to go do is paint the outside of these people's houses. Very easy. Just hire some friends, buy the paint, whatever. And they give me the contract. And I see that for every job that I sold, I'm going to end up making like 3 to 5% of the total sale. And the profit was like 90% going to this company. And I was like, so hold on, I'm going to make like $1,200 and I sold like $50,000 worth of jobs after expenses, which is like 10 grand. I should be making at least 30, 40. Like, you guys are taking 90%. And they were like, this is how we do it. Like, yeah, if you want more money, sell more. And then I was like, I like felt all of the pressure of just like, this is a fucking nightmare. I can't believe I just fell for this. I called my dad and I just started like crying. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like I'm indebted to these people because now he's like, dude, fuck them, just quit. Yeah. And I was like, I can't quit. And it was like Scientology where I'm just like, I can't. Yeah. I felt they were so good at indoctrinating you into like, you're gonna let your friends down, you're gonna let these clients down, you're gonna let us down. You can't quit. You just put in all this work. Don't you want to see it through? And I felt all this pressure. And my dad, thank God, was just like, dude, just quit. You're 18 years old. You're a freshman year of college. This is not the right pressure for you. Like, fuck this. You want to go make money? You know how to do it now. Go and do this without them. Like, yeah. And so it was a good learning lesson of just, but like when you're young and 18, 17, like even I probably would have felt this if I was 20. Like, if you're in college, just like be aware that people are going to try and take advantage of you because you're young and you're impressionable, and like adults talk with a lot of authority. And don't fucking work for a painting company in college because it's probably a scam.
Manual labor?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
You have like a little
fuzzy.
Yeah, your beard is so long.
Oh, now it's in the middle.
I'll get it.
Carly, get it.
Thank you.
There he is.
Do you want to eat it?
No.
Are you growing out your beard?
I am.
It looks good.
How much?
Abraham Lincoln?
No shave November?
Yeah.
Do a
Are you actually doing that?
I think I'm going to do it. There's also the Movember, the mustache thing where
I
like
think I'm going to do that.
No.
Well, but
wait, I'm too late.
Yeah, it's already November.
You don't think
9th.
I should grow a mustache?
I think
I don't think you would. I think you'd look like Michael Cera.
I want to see it now.
But
come on, it's not fair. Then why does all the other guys get to have mustaches and I can't?
That's the key, Matt. Is you got to grow out like a full beard first. Because right now, if I just started growing out the mustache, it would look terrible. But if I shaved right now, I would have a great looking mustache and it wouldn't be as jarring. So you gotta
how
plan
far
ahead.
along are we?
I don't know. I think it's probably been like a month.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no shave October and November.
Yeah.
There was one time where I didn't shave for like 2 or 3 months and it got pretty grisly. And I look back at photos, I'm like, good grief.
Do a little braid. Put a little bead on it.
No.
A bead.
A little bead.
Welcome to my weed store, man. No.
Like a lot of the scams I was seeing, it's all just like financial advisors fucking over all of their clients. Like tons of celebrities.
Oh my God. Yeah, Dane Cook.
He was one, but that's crazy because that was his literal brother. His brother was his manager and stole $12 million.
Of his dollars.
Him and his wife.
Yep.
It was 12 million? No, I think it was more than 12.
I love Dane Cook.
Yeah.
Is he problematic?
Yeah, he married a child.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
There's like Dane Cook's like game nights that he used to have at his house. I don't know. I watched a crazy TikTok about that, and I was like, "That's very strange." She would go over there when
she was like 15 years old. Like he would invite teenagers over.
Oh, that's not cool.
And so he knew her like before then. It's like the same thing with like Billie Eilish and Jesse when they started dating, because she was like a fan of him when she was like 14.
Yeah.
But then it with Dane Cook, it got questionable because they like started dating like right when she turned 18 or something. So it was like there was probably some overlap because she was at his house all the time.
There's also some senator who was like 50 and married an 18-year-old.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's right. Wait, what state was it?
These colors don't run.
Yeah.
What state? What state was it?
Probably.
I just like genuinely don't get
Republican
it. Like
ones.
I would have nothing in common with anyone that age.
An 18-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I am 100 years older than you.
Even when I hang out with people who are like 25, I'm like,
I
don't relate.
I know, we're so fucking old and geriatric. Okay, we'll have another one on Reddit. Okay. So as I heard the story, in the US, your bank account used to come with a deposit slip with your name and account already printed on them. They don't do this anymore because of a man my dad named his favorite criminal. This guy went to several banks, took out the blank deposit slips the bank had for everyone to use, and put in his deposit slips. Those who didn't notice accidentally deposited their money into his account.
Wow,
Slay.
that's so smart.
Slay.
By the time the banks figured out what was happening, this guy had cleared millions. He was arrested and was to be charged with fraud. However, he pointed out that his name and account numbers were clearly printed and as such did not commit fraud. It was the bank's error. So they went after him for unpaid taxes on millions of dollars worth of stolen income. Didn't work. He had paid the taxes. Dude got away with it all.
Wow, what a boss.
Genius.
Literally.
Wow. I mean, that's so fucked to steal people's money when they think they're depositing it, but
Totally,
yes,
but
objectively, it's a bad thing to
but
do.
criminally, that's
terrible.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's sick as hell.
But like, what's to stop me from? No, I guess yeah. Huh.
I just watched something that, I mean, has nothing to do with a scam, but it was this guy who he held up a Burger King, like armed robbery, and he went to trial and everything and then was found guilty, and they let him out on bail. And so normally when that happens, you just like wait for them to come get you. And 13 years went by and you just like never heard anything. And the man like fully changed his life around, like has a wife, has a daughter, like got a job. And then like they realized it was a clerical error. And so the person who like filed the paperwork filed it as like he was not guilty or something. So then they came to him like 13 years later being like, oh, you have to go to jail now.
Stop.
But he wound up not having to go because he like, I think maybe he like went for a little, but they were like, you have to go serve your 6 years or something. And he was like, no.
Fuck, could you imagine?
Yeah. But I think the judge was like, you fully turned your life around. Like, you don't have to do this. Like, clearly you're in a good place now.
Did you guys follow the FTX scam? Sam Bankman-Fried?
Is he going to jail?
Oh yeah,
for how long?
I don't think they've sentenced him yet, but they found him guilty on like.
What is that, like crypto?
Yeah,
is the girl going to jail too?
I'm not sure. He was like this whiz kid who was like a crypto guy, had something called FTX, which was an exchange where you can like buy Bitcoin, and they did that Super Bowl commercial with like all the celebrities in it. Like Larry David did a commercial for it. There was a lot of big celebrities talking about FTX. They renamed a stadium, the FTX Arena.
What?
And he basically was taking all the deposits from the customers. I don't know if this is exactly how he did it, but basically was taking these deposits from the customers, using them in some way to like bet money, like using them to like buy other stocks or other speculative things that were going to hopefully increase in value. And it didn't work. And he was like in the hole for billions of dollars and just kept accepting people's money into the exchange and then kept using it to funnel his losses.
So like a Ponzi,
kind of like a Ponzi scheme. Yeah. Who?
Like WeWork did something like that. Like
I
he
don't know
kept
the
getting
WeWork
investors
story.
and then would like spend all the money.
Yeah. And now there's a like a court drawing of him.
It looks just like Todd.
It looks just like Todd Smith. It's unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Morgan was just telling me when we were on this trip of a girl he knows who's like on. She's like a witness in it because she's someone that it happened to, and now she has to like go to court and stuff
for the FTX scam.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She like would go to emo night or something like that. He was like, "Oh, do you remember this girl? Blah blah blah, like from San Francisco emo night."
Oh,
and he was like, "Oh, she's like having to do all of this stuff with like the crypto thing."
Did Bernie Madoff die? Or is he still alive?
I think he's still alive. I think he's still in jail.
Oh, I thought like he
What's
died.
the name of that
maybe...
group chat, Matt? The Bachelorette Party?
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Bachelorette.
Why don't you just type in the FTX guy's name and type courtroom drawing?
I wanted to find the one that
Google.
I texted in the group because it was a good one, but I'll...
Oh my god.
Does it look like Todd?
Oh, yeah.
It does.
And this does not look like the guy at all. He's like a nerdy,
Yeah,
like...
I'm looking at
Courtroom
him.
drawings are, it's such a weird thing. No cameras, but we'll allow some art.
Right? It sounds so archaic.
Yeah.
Like, are we in the 1600s? Why don't they have photos?
The drawing of the leprechaun.
Because I think people think that the photos coming out can like alter the course of a case, or by allowing people to like hard document like digitally document it, they can like sabotage the footage or they can leak something out.
Oh.
It's about like the privacy of it all.
I see.
I think.
I saw someone posted on Reddit a picture, and it was like a picture of the Supreme Court, and it was like, here's the picture I took right before the woman told us no photos are allowed in here. Because like it's super illegal to have your phone in a lot of these places, and this guy snuck a photo of the Supreme Court while it was in session, which is like super fucking illegal, and he just posted it to Reddit. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Found out.
Yeah.
He's gonna get found.
People, their brains.
So hopefully you guys learned a thing or two on this
Don't get
episode.
scammed.
How to not get scammed.
That's a good title. How to not get scammed.
Yeah.
Okay.
How to avoid scams.
Don't
Sounds
get
so
scammed.
legit.
Don't get scammed.
Or we got
We
scammed.
got scammed.
Yeah.
Like-
Have we got scammed? Did we? Oh yeah, kinda.
When did we get scammed?
You're the painter.
Well, you got scammed with the painter.
Oh, we did.
And
God.
the purse.
And that fucking, yeah.
You've fallen victim to some
know.
scams.
I feel like
I'm
I'm
just-
too like about any text, any email. Like I'm so like I will not fall for it. I
I'm
swear.
so
I would
trusting
never.
of people. I'm like, yeah, no, sure, why not? You want my credit card? Take it.
Here's all my
I
numbers.
know.
I see a guy on
I feel
TikTok.
like I would be a good victim also.
New skims.
We should try and
It's like a
scam
fake
each
email.
other after this. I'm just gonna,
Try to see if we could.
pull a scam.
I see a guy on TikTok live all the time. He like pops up and he tries to like scam the scammers.
Oh,
who are
I
following
love
him,
those
or,
with the fake voice guy, and he sounds like
Yeah.
a grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Do it
Oh,
on redeem.
Love those videos.
Yeah, the revenge, scam revenge.
Yeah,
TJ
that's so
always
funny.
answers the phone and goes along with it, and
Oh,
then
it's
just
so
is
fun.
like, will end it on like yelling at them.
Oh,
Love it.
we didn't talk about the new one that I'm sure, I don't know if you guys have gotten, but you get a text. Hello, Steve. This is Jenna. We met last week. I'll be in Los Angeles next week. Do you ever get texts like
Is
this?
that what Peter Gilroy is doing to me right now?
Yeah.
I get texts every week. Hey, Anna, is this still, hey, this is Anna. Is this still Steve?
Oh, I have
And
not
I'll go,
got that.
and like the first few times I was like, no, wrong number. And they go, oh, well,
Is this
you
George?
sound fun. Here's a picture of me. And it'll be like some hot girl. And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, this is obviously a scam.
Obviously.
But I get like a text every week probably. Hey, John. And one time they were like, hey, Mike, this is Lucy. We met last week in Los Angeles. And
You're
I'm like,
networking.
I definitely didn't meet a girl named Lucy, but like,
Maybe you
then
did.
I'll type in and just see if the thing is blue or green. Like I'll see if it's iMessage or not. And if it's not iMessage, then I'll Google the number. And if the number's like John
Weird.
Stevens and
I
whatever.
love Googling a number.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I wish
You're
there
like,
was.
I'm gonna find you, bitch.
I
like,
love
who
it.
owns this number?
Yeah.
The hunt. Oh, like the
Sometimes
rush.
I try and do it like if I'm at my computer and my phone's ringing from an unknown number, I'll Google the number while it's ringing and I'll try and find out like before I can answer if it's the real number or not. But almost always it's going to be a scam.
I actually think I got one the other day, but I just like fully ignored it.
Yeah, it's weird. It feels like it might be real because it's a text and it's hey.
Yeah, no, they said something weird, and I was like, what?
But then they'll keep a relationship with you going, and they have that like the capacity because it's just a chat bot to keep it going for like weeks before they actually ask you for money. Because a lot of these other scams, it's like a real person, and they
just
don't have the time.
Keep some
Keep a relationship going. So
rapport.
yeah, try and avoid some scams, peeps.
Avoid getting scammed. Be smart out there, guys.
Avoid
you know,
it at
it's
all
happening a lot. So
Okay, Matt.
much love. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Please check out all of our other episodes as well.
And all our other podcasts. Hoot and a Half, which is yours.
Yes.
And y'all's
And
called
Only Friends is
Only Friends.
So, and we're combined, if you didn't know.
To be a quad.
Oh, it's a quadcast.
Quadcast.
Could
Not-
we ever be a guest
kind of
on
love
y'all's? I mean, we already recorded so many times
God.
together, but yeah.
Our
You'll
first
not-
guest.
We don't have any guests. The room's too small for guests. All right. Well, thank you
Bye,
guys for watching.
everyone.
Bye.
See ya.